I'm not there right now, but I will. Okay guys, so welcome back to day 3 of Jeepin with Judd. And as you can see, I'm not on the trail, I'm at home. Because I have this PCM module by the Pulsar and the Pulsar module installed, and yesterday it went out probably 20 to 30 times. I'm talking, I tried to go up the hill and had to keep shutting the truck off and turning it back on to get this thing to stop throwing codes. So today it's coming off, and probably coming off for good. So long-term review with this is it's not very good. Superchips, and I'm kind of surprised. I've never had a lot of problems. So for those of you that are thinking maybe I got something installed wrong, well, I don't. It's installed correctly. It's installed correctly. I've had it on there for a long time, no problems. Only recently that I start having problems. Now it's possible that I'm wrong and it's the truck is the problem, but I'm pretty sure it's not the case. But we're going to take it off and find out to make sure that it's not the truck. If it is the truck, I got to take the truck in and have it worked on, and I still got to take this stupid thing off so that I don't get griped out by the dealer. So my goal today was to wake up and get this thing cleaner so I could take it to the car wash and not have them freak out about it. But so I still have to do that. Need to mow the yard. Got some other stuff I got to do. So I'm not going to make it to the trail because by the time I get this done, the trails will be all closed down because it's not a long day. Today's a shorter day at that event. So anyway, I'm just taking this out of the way a little bit so I can get it out with some ease. That's that. I'll just get this up out of the way. Get that up out of the way a little bit. All right, so my plugs, everything looks good. Yeah, the stuff's a little dusty, but everything looks good. I don't see any major problems. I do got dirt everywhere, but these plugs are good. I'm not digging it. It's definitely not making me happy. So first thing I'm going to do is I got to unplug the truck. So I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so I got the battery unhooked. I got one bolt out. I forgot to turn the thing back on. So I got to get, I always forget how many bolts I got holding this thing in. Too many bolts holding this thing in. It's difficult to do because there is stuff in the way at every turn. At every turn, I tell you, stuff in the way. Manhandle the belt out of the way, or the hose out of the way. That's the problem with this thing. There's all kinds of hoses and stuff in the way. Everything's in the freaking way. It really is a pain in the ass to put on. It was a pain in the ass to put on. It's a pain in the ass to take off. I think it's probably easier to take off because I don't have to figure it all out. And it sandwiches the original, the new piece, or no, the original PCM with the new piece. So it pushes everything over towards the engine, which makes it difficult to deal with. There's one more I think I skipped one of the mounting bolts on here because there's just no way to get it on there. But there's one down here. Oh, Jesus. There's nothing like spending, I mean, I bought it factory refurbished. Should have gave me some kind of clue, I guess, but it wasn't cheap. It was like 300 bucks, I think. It didn't last long, so I'm not real happy about that. Take the washer fluid reservoir off, which can't just involve one. It can't just involve one bolt, one size bolt. It has to involve like 3 size bolts. Thank you, Jeep. So it's got, I don't know if you can see in there, see this blue and the green tab? When you rock this lever open, right? If I can get the damn lever to rock. When you rock the lever open, it's supposed to push both those green tabs. Well, the blue one wasn't pushed out, and I couldn't get it pushed out, so I had to take the cover off again and push it down by hand. Push it down so it shoved out. Once it shoved out, I could get to it. And then the same thing seems to be happening here. The green is out somewhat, but the blue's not, so I may be able to do it without. Let's try. Damn. Trying to show you. I'm going to push the go in here and push the blue down just a bit. What the fuck? Okay. So I'm going to push the blue. Blue is not. Same shit, ain't working. So Same crap.
Ain't working. So I'm taking this off right here. See the blue? See the blue should be hanging out the bottom.
So should the green.
In reality, it's not. It's not.
Going in here.
Going in here.
And
if I can get it in the camera view. Going in here and then pressing in. Green. Green's down. Blue. Just not coming out.
it's not popping out like the other one was.
Let me see if I can round this thing. Ow. It's just a matter of came down some. Green down, blue down.
You're out now.
Should be able to
nudge this thing. Coming. Holy crap. Okay, so there we go. You can see the original way this went was this is in there like this, and this is in there like this, and it sandwiches in, and then the plugs go on here. But whatever's going on with this thing, the only dirt that's in there is the dirt I just put in there, so I got to put this PCM back in. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why. That first was such a bitch to get off, but put the plug back in. Plug in its cradle. Plug in its cradle. So as I these green things should as I rotate this around, you can see the green thing moves up. And as I lift it off, the blue and the green thing, press this button in there. They roll out and unlock it. But they've just given me a problem. Okay, so now I gotta put the bracket here back in. Roll it back in. Roll it back into place right there. I could probably put the PCM on first. Everything's color coded, so it makes it easy to figure out anyway. They're somewhat easy to figure out. Let me rephrase that, and I'll be right back, guys. So anyway, I found the bracket that came with it. It's pretty slick, but the thing is, I could never figure out how to make none of the holes on this thing lined up with any of the holes nothing lined up at all, left or right, top or bottom. So nice little bracket that I just never, nothing would line up. So it never got used. So now I need to find some screws like this that aren't so friggin' long. What the hell am I hitting? I know what it is. It's stupid. Son of a bitch. Pull that wire back off. I started to pull the washer fluid out. Close-up cam here. Gray. There's gray and like tan, like an almond tan color. Get this shit out of the way. Plug this back in right there. Plug this back in as we push this handle down. I need two hands to do it, but son of a bitch. Ah. ties down to hold it on. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Everything's on nice and tight. Cover back on. Take you over here just 1 second and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so it's been about 2 weeks since I've removed this. Close to 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks today, yeah. And I'm just getting around to finishing the video up, and I couldn't find the end video where I was talking about this. But in reality that's a good thing, because it's given 2 weeks of driving this. Took the Pulsar off. Look, it's still dirty from the mud, but there's nothing inside. So this thing was secure as crap. There were a couple hiccups along the way when I first took it off and reinstalled it. Let me take you around here. You can see the red clip right there. Well, I broke it, and I tried everything I could on this one. See, this one's broken. Sorry, this one's there, and on this one, it doesn't have a red clip because it's broken. So the problem is, let's see if I can zoom in. The problem is, you can see it right there. The problem is right there, that black piece right there, little tit sticking out. On the other side, that broke off, and when it did, it snapped the red thing. So I was having a real hard time getting this lined, because as you rotate the red handle downward, it kind of pulls up. You rotate the red handle down, and as you rotate it down, the blue and the green slides inside there, they push up and they lock in. And as they push up, they're grooved, so it actually pulls it tighter. And that's the problem I was having. So I even tried to zip tie it or whatever. Nothing could get it tight enough. When I started up, the thing was going bonkers, throwing codes, barely would run. So at that point, I was a little concerned. That maybe it wasn't the Pulsar after all. Maybe there was another problem. So then it dawned on me, like, oh yeah, well no. So then it dawned on me, and I'm like, well, let me take the cover that has the red handle attached. Let me take the cover, and I got this one nice and tight. The cover comes off, so I moved it to the other plug, and I used it to crank it down. And I'm like, well, duh. As soon as I did it, I was like, this happened last time, and I had to do the same thing, and I forgot. So I should have went back and watched my video. See, this is why you should watch my videos. So I looked high and low, try to find those things on eBay, Amazon, and everything else, and I did not locate the exact ones for this truck. Ones that may work, may not. I did come across the part number for it somewhere, so I could have got it from Mopar, but I think it was going to cost like $80 because you had to buy the whole thing. Couldn't just get the cover of the plug. So, you know, I'm done. Like, I'm going to contact these people most likely and try to get my money back, and then when I do that, or not my money back, maybe get a replacement, and when I do that, then I can sell it. Sell it in good conscience and not worry about screwing someone else. So I've got to get the part number off this and try to sell it back, or the serial number. But everything went back together in the end after all the screaming and cussing and throwing tools. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass it really is. It is quite the pain in the ass. Something I don't think I put on this video, but I did film it, but I didn't talk about it. So this is the piece that comes with it, and it's supposed to be some kind of adapter plate, so you can get rid of this black adapter plate, the OEM one right there, and use this one. But I'm going to show you something that makes no sense. No matter how you try to position this thing on here, see there's holes. So if I position this hole, then the top hole doesn't align. See, bottom hole is there, top hole is no hole. Move it here, doesn't work. Those holes doesn't work. Nothing. I'm like, it's like insane. Like, who the hell? What the? I have no idea. So I have no idea how the hell that's supposed to go together with this bracket. The bracket's neat, nice little aluminum bracket. Looks cool, shiny, but it doesn't work. Okay, so now, meat and potatoes of the story. So Jeepin with Judd, day 3. Didn't get to go thanks to the crappy Pulsar. That's the Superchips Pulsar. Yeah. Mixed feelings about it, because I'm telling you, in the 2 weeks without this, I've been driving the bike, mostly, bike over there. I've been driving the bike. The Challenger's in the shop getting some body work done, and she's been driving the truck. So I get in the truck today. First time I've driven it in a week, and it's going great. So anyway, first time I've driven it in a week, and oh my God, what a dog. What a dog. This truck is a dog. Like, it makes me want to throw up. Night and day difference between the Pulsar on it and the other. When I did have the Power Commander, the Pedal Commander really made it feel good. I actually think the Pedal Commander made it feel like it had more power than the Pulsar. And the Pulsar is supposed to actually give it more horsepower, but I think that's bullcrap. I think it's just the throttle positioning. It makes a big difference. So I don't know. I'm not going back to that because I ain't screwing with that again. I'm done screwing with that. Like, I got the clips back together. I don't want to mess with it. I'll let Mopar can screw that up next time. The dealer. I'm not touching it. So I think I'm going to go back to either a Pedal Commander, an iDrive, or there's another one. iDrive, Pedal Commander. There's another one. Looks just like the iDrive. Those are little things that go, plug in to your because it's throttle ball wire, so it plugs in between the pedal and the throttle cable, and it advances the map for the throttle and all that. Made a huge difference. The Pedal Commander, I actually think it felt a little bit more speedy than that, but I don't remember how it was between gears and shifting and all that. So I don't really know, but I tell you right now, it's a dog. I don't know how long it can take it. I'll keep driving the motorcycle. But that's it for now. So long-term review, I've had that on there. I have to go back and look at the date. It's probably been something like 9 to 10 months that Pulsar has been on there. It's always had an issue where, like, a couple times a week it would go back. I'd be like, man, this thing's taking off like a dog, and I look and it's on stock. So I'd set it again. To performance, and it'd be good for a day or two, and then come out the next day, and all of a sudden I notice so it always did that. And a lot of people say that they have a problem with it holding on to its where it's supposed to be, what mode it's supposed to be in. Like, it just doesn't hold it. It wants to reset. Other than that, no problems with it. It did the speedo corrections fine, which now I'm using JScan app to do that. Speedo corrections were fine, maybe a little extra power and all that. You can use it to disable the start stop. I don't do it, but my buddy Carlos does use it for that. Start stop doesn't bother me at all. But I won't be going back to that. I don't like it. Not my thing. So I really wish that the Taser Mini would handle the throttle stuff too. It doesn't. I wish it did. If it did, I think that's the only thing that Taser thing's missing is a throttle thing. So it'd be cool if they could tie that in somehow. But anyway, so long-term review, as I say it, this is a bust, man. This thing's a bust. Other people have said they've had problems with it, sporadic problems, doing weird stuff. I mean, when you're driving down the road and it keeps kicking out of no throttle, and you go from 80 to you can't holding the pedal down as much as I can, and I'm barely maintaining enough power to keep going. Then you have to stop and shut it off, turn it back on, and it works for 2 minutes or a week or whatever. That was a lot. But when you're off-road and you're trying to climb up this big hill, you got all these people behind you, and it takes you 4 or 5 times to shut the truck off and turn it back on to get it to stay. It would go away every time, but immediately it would kick back on. And I was like, this is too much, so it's time to come off. Ruined a good weekend. I was hoping to get to day 3. Didn't happen. So hopefully next year. But long-term review of the Superchips Pulsar ECU module, I have to say, crap. Don't get it. Don't waste your money. This thing's like $650. $650. I think I paid my hands in the camera. Sorry. I think I paid like $350 for it, and it's normally like $600 or something. Around $6, normal price. I mean, what the hell? That's a lot of money for really. I honestly feel like you didn't get that much out of it. I bought it because I wanted to do a review, and as soon as I bought it, I told you guys. I've said it throughout many videos that I think you're better off, and I've said it on Facebook. If you're looking at any of my Facebook stuff or whatever, I think I've said it probably 10 times in the last 3 months that I think that the Pedal Commander was better. So I might go back to Pedal Commander. I may try a different one. They're cheaper, and it'd be another review I get to do. What I don't want to do is try it and go, oh, I wish I would have bought the Pedal Commander. So I don't think that's necessarily the answer. I'm trying to put the hood down. one-handed, put the hood down. So I don't think that's the answer, but I'll tell you what's not the answer is that Pulsar unit. So hopefully I can get it refurbished or replaced and then sell it to one of you suckers for a cheap price. Just kidding. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking me out. Please hit like and subscribe. Please, if you're watching this because you came across it because you're looking at some of the motorcycle stuff that I have, which is one so far, but I got a bunch of other videos. I just haven't done them yet. They're together. I just haven't posted them. I have to edit them. Editing is... I used to love it. Now I hate it. Anyway, but thanks for watching. As always, guys, like I said, please hit like and subscribe. Please check me out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, I think there's one more. What am I missing? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Anything else comes along, I'll join that too. But anyway, as far as the Jeepin with Judd thing, I really had a good time meeting a lot of you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for shouting out to me that you'd watch my videos. That was super cool. That was super cool, really. Not from an ego point of view, really. I mean, it is a little ego thing, but not really. That's not why it was cool. It was cool because it was just neat, man. I felt like I was meeting friends that I hadn't seen literally ever, but it felt like I was meeting friends. I love this about the Jeep community. It's fantastic, man. We're all friends, and I really love it. Thanks for watching, guys, friends. Thanks for all the stuff. Please leave a comment to what you think I should get next to replace the Pulsar, because I haven't made up my mind and I ain't got the money right now. So let me know. Give me your comments. Give me your advice. Yell at me. Whatever you want to do. Anyway, as always, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Peace out. Peace out. It's not shutting off the camera.